and how long has it been since I've uploaded a video? God knows. But anyway, today 18 decided not to fuck up, and so we actually have raid today. What a surprise, right? Okay, sorry, sarcasm overboard. So the raid itself, right? There's 3 levels of difficulty, and it's up to your sub leader or your leader to decide which difficulty you're gonna do. You know, it all depends on where you're at in the game progression. So we're doing the hardest, I believe. I didn't even really look. We were not prepared because we have people with mind hack. I had the wrong skills. I didn't even bring the right monsters, but all is good. Whatever. This is the first raid. You know, YOLO shit, right? So, yeah, here we're all dead, right? I went in with the wrong set because I was supposed to bring balance, but I fucked up and I had mass refresh instead. So, that's fun, right? What was I gonna say? Oh, and if you try to quit the game, try to quit it, because you can quit the raid by clicking menu and then do retire, right? You can do that, and then you can join back with the right skills, but yeah, it won't register. So I tried that. It doesn't work. Should have been obvious, but yeah, it wasn't for me. Here I was trying to read this. Pre-fire growl. I think that's the blue bar thingy, right? So if everyone survives, like his bar increases at a slower rate. Once his bar is full, he does the super attack. That shit is so annoying. I don't know why every fucking time it was me who got the freaking nuke. Like that one attack that reduces your unison bar and like drops you down to really low but never kills you. Yo, every time. Just count. Someone count how many times I got targeted for that stupid attack. There we go again, fuckers. I don't know why it does that, but yeah, if you guys figure out why or how you get targeted, that would be awesome. So the skills you want to bring, okay? You don't want to bring all cheers because you don't need that many cheers. Once you get your unisons up, right, you just have like 1 or 2 planetaries, and you can keep getting unison. So you don't need all cheers. I would recommend like 3 or 4 cheers. Healer wise, it depends on your team. Like if you have a good healer, like our healer is really good, like the best. If I do say, I can't tell. If I do say so myself, okay. Yeah, so yeah, we only needed 1, except for the beginning because everybody didn't fucking bring cheer, but it's okay. YOLO. Yeah, you saw that guard, right? You saw that guard. And you saw that uni. You saw that uni from Stitch. Oh, okay. Min triggered. Self ward is OP as fuck, isn't it? So you only need 1 healer, to be honest. Fuck. Of course I say that and I die. What the fuck? Yeah, but 1 healer is good enough. And 9 DPS. Your front line, like your weaker DPS, should carry cheer plus the utility, right? You only need 1 mouse refresh and maybe 2 balances. You have monsters who can balance as well, so you don't really necessarily need that many. PL is not very useful. Like we never found an instance where like we needed PL, so you don't need that. What else? Okay, as for your DPS, we haven't tried this yet, so I don't know how well it works, but we're going to try EE plus 3 attacks. We might change it differently depending on whether or not like the cost situation is good, but that's what we're thinking, so we're gonna do that. And whether or not I should be sharing this information, I'm not really sure because this is competitive, but then again, like if you can beat us with the same strategy, then good for you, you know. But yeah, we fucked up real good this first round. It took us like really long to kill Nidhogg because yo, that balance game is like way off, and their barrier is a bitch. So see, this is the only reason why you kind of need MR, but a lot of people have green Miku, so you don't need that. Like you don't need that many MRs. And another thing, what is it called? Monsters, right? We're gonna do monsters. Let me try to remember what I was trying to say, and then I'll talk about monsters as I try to remember. So monsters, you want to have elemental buffs. So there are 5 different monster enemies you're gonna face. So it's like Nidhogg. They're all 30 cost raid monsters that we faced before. So Nidhogg, I forgot, Ketis, I don't know how to say his name. The whale, right? We have the Iron Maiden guy, girl. I don't know. Is Iron Maiden a guy or a girl? I would think a girl, but who knows? Random. Argo, and what's the light one called? I don't know. I forget. They had a light one? I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, we have 5 monsters. So make sure you have the 5 elemental buffs. So the, what is it called? Not Saturn. Venus, Ushi, Nobunaga, Artemis, and Hell. Like, if you have, whoever has them should bring them. So you always have that elemental buff because that helps increase your DPS a lot. And more DPS equals killing it faster equals more waves. Okay, so you have that. If you have planetary, definitely use that because you want to get unison faster. So you can keep, you know, spamming it so you can get cost, but make sure not to match. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Do not match, okay? Like, have a set unison for each person so the chances of you guys matching are like slimmer. You know, sometimes you match by accident because, you know, you don't want to die and you just end up panicking, but that's fine. It's fine. Matching 1 or twice is fine. But try not to do it. Like, do 2 planetaries, a cost-giving monster, an elemental buff, and like a buff/sheep buff, and you're pretty golden at that point. But yeah, after, like, besides the curse, like you see, you don't really need a mass refresh. You see again, got attacked again. After after curse, you don't really need mass refresh, but balance is pretty necessary since every wave buffs, right? And sometimes they end up spamming it, so you want to always keep it not 7 stack, because if you're debuffed and he's buffed, you get fucked up so badly. And also if you have resurrection or ward, definitely use that. You only need to use it once. So whoever is using ward / berserker or Mithra, make sure they have another uni that's viable. You don't just want to be spamming that shit though. Yeah, that's really it. I mean, if you don't have U Armiku, you can use SS Armiku. I think more people have that, right? And you can use Asuka for cost giving. If you got Trinton, yes, it's Trinton and not Triton. I was so triggered. If you're Trinton, she also gives cost. I learned this today. Well, not today. I just remembered that today. And who else gives cost? Bike Mari, right? She also gives cost. Yeah, so don't match like we did here. It's a waste of time. And if you're doing a debuff monster, right, always be wary of the amount of HP the monster has left, because you don't want to waste your debuff on time. Like when it's at, I don't know, like 5% HP, you don't want to debuff it. You just want to save it for the next round, you know? So there you go. Yeah, that is basically it for the raid. It's fun because it's new, but it's not insanely hard. Yeah, it's not. I mean, there's 10 people. I mean, if you have 10 whales, nothing should be really that hard, right? They should make it harder. Like, they should do like 3v10, like 3 boss monsters versus 10 of us. That would be fun. And like, I don't know, give them special attacks that we've never seen before, so it actually takes us time to figure out the skill. Like, this is too easy still. Like, we didn't do really well. I mean, we got ranked 16. Like, the best score so far is 3 times our score around. So we didn't do well, but at the same time, it wasn't hard. I mean, you see, we have fucking mind hack and shit. Either first mind trick. We had 2 people. I right now, I didn't even see this during the actual raid, but yeah, I only thought we only had 1 mind hack, and I saw that someone had the Colo set on. I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, so I think everyone else might have had the right set on, but yeah. Don't match, guys. I think most guilds could have gotten higher if they didn't match. And of course, if you have CPU, then there's really no choice. You kind of have to match because CPUs they're designated to match. They should really change that. I mean, CPUs should just not uni, to be honest. Well, okay. It's not funny, I know. Why am I laughing? No idea. Okay. So at this point, you know, we're just doing rep. See, this is when we figured out, oh, maybe we shouldn't be matching. You know, it's solid 10 minutes in and we figured it out. Okay, Argo. Argo was the first 30 cost monster, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've gotten him, or have I? I'm not sure. He's come back, so I should have had him. But he's useless, yeah. Dude, like most 30 cost monsters are pretty useless. Like even for uni nowadays, there's like 31 cost, and like just 30 cost monsters are obsolete. And I don't even think these monsters come with the the monster fusions, right? So you don't even want them for that. I mean, the farmable 30 costs are better. And so next one I think is Dark, right? No, it's Marduk. I think Marduk, I feel like, oh, that's the one I missed. The light was Marduk. Yeah, so Marduk, I thought it was the hardest, to be honest. I don't know why, because he was harder to kill. Maybe because we didn't have the elemental buff for Marduk. Well, we did. We only had 4 stacks, so I was supposed to carry the other 4 stacks, but you know, I wasn't ready, and I bought them all in monsters, so like, yeah. Whoever does the resurrection, make sure you guys keep an eye out on who has resurrection and who doesn't. Like whenever someone pops, I think you should just, you know, re-resurrect them so you guys don't lose time. Like if you lose 1 DPS, right, it's you die for like a solid 1 minute, so you're losing precious DPS there. Let's say you can hit like archers right now are hitting, I can't even do this math in my head. Let's 30 what's 30 times 5? That's like it's like 1 mil. Is it 1 mil or is it 150? No, it's like 1 mil. I'm not sure. It's a lot of DPS per second, let's just say that. So you don't want your DPS to be dead. Your cleric otherwise. no, keep your cleric alive. That's what's sustaining everything. Cleric skill, I mean, you can just look at Zinski at what he's bringing. It's a he, yes it is. So you know what to bring. I mean, I think it's pretty solid. After the first time, don't think anyone died. I died because I'm scrub, you know. It happens when you're scrub. But like I see Greater Blessing on Dignity for sure, and probably I saw Arc Heal too, and like a area recovery. See, like this is interesting because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 4 areas, right? So if you do an area heal, you have 4 potential places to pick from. If that that looks correct. So area heal, I don't know. I mean, I feel like a single heal is really good. The arc heal is good for this case because every monster seems to have that one attack that just nukes one person. Like it drops them down to really low and it takes away their uni. Yeah, here we fucked up. Like I waited for someone to uni, right? And then he was waiting for someone to uni, and then we both unied, right? Like, oh. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, okay. So a single heal is pretty good, and I think you only need 1 area. Maybe like greater aid instead of area, but then area is also good because they're status ailments. But if you have a mass refresher and they're not using it that often, I don't think you need to bring area heal. I mean area recovery. Maybe like greater aid would be better. I don't know. I'm not cleric. But ether exchange. So did I say that DPS should bring ether exchange? Yes. Yeah, I said that. And you have your weaker DPS carry the cheer and the mass refresh. 1 mass refresh, 2 balances. Other monster. I went over the monsters. I think I'm good. I think I should just stop talking right now and let's talk about life, guys. Life has been interesting recently. For me, at least. It's just too much. There's a lot going on. Like I feel like for the past July was a hard month for me. There was just so much going on. And like it's not that I've been extremely busy or whatnot, it's just a lot has been happening. And like sometimes I was never the emotional type, right? Like at one point I thought I was like emotionally scarred, not scarred, but like, how you say it? I'm emotionally retarded sometimes, because when people feel sad, like a lot of girls, right, they get sad over over everything. Not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, girls are emotional, I agree. And like when I'm on my, you know, week of the month, is that what you call it? I get emotional as fuck too. But like usually my girlfriends are a lot more emotional than I am, and then I'm just sitting there like, do I have a problem? Like, something is wrong with me. And now like I've gotten so much more emotional that it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? And I'll leave on that note. So tomorrow I'll be streaming on YouTube, and Sunday we'll be streaming on Twitch, so I hope you guys can join us. Bye.
Give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up.